Hello and welcome to another Maps recap. Okay, let's get straight into it because so much happened during Intimacy Week and I want to hop right in with what's happened after. So let's get to it. Remember how Steve and Rebecca are just having a hard time. He didn't want to participate in Intimacy Week. He didn't want to do anything like that. Steve then accuses Rebecca for being here for the wrong reasons. Like, he's obviously trying to deflect. And then he kind of was making weird statements of everyone here is for, like, not just for love. Like, everyone wants to get a little bit something other than after it. And Rebecca claps back. I can pay for my own I don't care about clout. I've been taking care of myself. I have no need for any sponsorships or any influence. Like, I can buy my own things if I want it. So why would I need anything other than what I have now? I just wanted to try this experiment and to find someone to love me. And I thought that was like, it was such a good clap back. The way that she said it was strong and amazing. And I truly believe what she is saying. Like, I truly do.
It's very clear to state that I came into this experiment for one agenda. And that was to find love. So when he started challenging me, saying, so you didn't have an ulterior motive. I'm not in my 20s. I don't need to be an influencer. I don't need free skincare, a free dress. I can buy my own shit.
Rachel, after being told by Steven that he is not attracted to her or that he's not feeling the spark, which like basically is a cop-out for saying that he's not feeling that attraction. That's personally what I got from it. She leaves the apartment. She is making a statement saying, you lied this whole fucking time and I'm not going to put up with it. And pop off, sis, as you should.
Taking this. Definitely taking this.
I'm going to take that away. You are responsible for this.
And guess what she does? She just doesn't take her things. She takes everything she bought to make it a home. Cleaning products, cooking products. She packs it all in. And I love the pettiness. I love it. I'm eating it up as she fucking should. Brooke reveals that she wants space from Chris, right? So like it's the men's intimacy week, right? She doesn't want no part of it. She actually just wants space from him. And while she says it's because of the audition tape, I kind of felt this coming before even the audition tape. Like, I kind of felt like he liked her more than she liked him right off the bat. And I'm not saying that that's her fault. Like, Chris did put himself in this position, but I kind of felt that energy before the audition tape. But I think that he kind of gave her a smoking gun. You know what I mean? With the audition tape, like, she was like, this is my way out. And I can't really blame her, but I do think that she's constantly saying how much she likes him. So it's a little bit, what do you want, Brooke? Because you say you like him, you're just mad about the audition tape, and you're quitting mid-intimacy week. Like, what do you want? Like, I kind of feel like something else is going on, but we just don't have the full story behind it.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah. Obviously, I've had slip-ups and moments through this experiment, like my audition video.
What turns you off?
Thank Dan, needy, and fat people.
But I think that maybe Chris is just too... She brings up the diva situation more than anything else. The fact that Chris is a diva. And I think that gets her more than anything else, right? She has asked for space from Chris. Like, you know, just like, let's not be hanging out as much. Let's not be doing as much together. But they're going to stay in the same... Like, they're still staying in the same apartment. And these apartments are small, so I'm not exactly sure what Chris is supposed to do for her. I really, really don't. Like, you know, you can't even fart without someone hearing it in those apartments. So I'm not exactly sure how she is supposed to obtain this space that she wants. So then we go to the men's workshop, and this is where they're going to do all their gossip and their kiki about what happened during Fantasy Week with their wives. Luke says Mel and him are doing good, and him and Mel haven't really participated in like the intimacy week in the ways that maybe the others would have, because they really got off on the wrong foot. So I think they've just been doing like mini golf and like little dates and stuff like that. But I'm glad that he is giving it a go. He's a better person than I am when it comes to that. Grayson then admits that he was not happy with his intimacy week, that she was asking questions, that she was kind of like trying to evade actually doing some type of intimacy, and I have to agree with him. Those questions were so out of pocket. So out of pocket.
At school, were you bullied?
Like, what? Yeah, I totally understand where Grayson is coming from. And Grayson admits that he just feels like he is wasting his time. And I have to agree. I just don't think, I think if I'm going to give Julia the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to do that because I want to do that a little bit. I don't want to just make fun of Julia. If I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, I'm thinking she is looking for something way more different than what Grayson is. And just because they're two really kind, open people does not mean that they're the people for each other. And maybe she's just looking for someone to align chakras with and do Reiki with. I love Reiki. I watch Reiki on TikTok. Like, she's just looking for someone maybe a little bit more like, you know, boho, hippie style. I don't know. That's the vibe I get. Am I wrong? Comment below. But maybe they're just not meant. If I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, maybe they're just not meant for each other. But I do feel like she deflects a lot. And if she doesn't want to do something, she's able to divert the attention to something else.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm wasting my time. I feel powerless over my position in this relationship.
Okay, so Steve then admits that he wouldn't kiss Rachel. And Danny's response in the confessional is so funny.
Men used to die in trenches and fight wars. And now he's too scared to even just give his missus a kiss. Like, just give her a kiss for sake. It's not really that hard, is it?
He says men used to die in war in the trenches and you can't give her a kiss. And I went, Danny, it's a little bit sexist. It is, but so funny. I guess, like, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman or whatever like that. But it, you know, it's the men used to hunt. Now we can't even kiss her. You know, but I thought it was so funny, and I'm not gonna lie, it is how I felt a little bit deep down inside. Just give her a kiss. Just it's fine. But we shouldn't be pressuring people to do what they don't want to do. I know. So then we go to Steve. Steve the liar. Steve the deceptioner. Steve, the man who can twist and turn a story to benefit his narrative in any situation, because what he pulls out of his pocket is the way that he could turn this to benefit him is amazing. So Steve says that him and Rebecca are actually closer because she respected his boundaries of not putting on the outfit, and Scott totally calls Steve out after Steve is like ranting about how better they are because she respected his boundaries. And Scott was like, I talked to Gia, the person she went shopping with, and she was really, really excited, and I think you've really hurt her feelings. Like, he could have at least just let her put the outfit on and they could have sat there with champagne. Like, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that, like, he didn't have to sleep with her. He just had to acknowledge that he found her attractive, or just do something. Give something.
He's a bit full of shit. That's what I'm confused, because Gia was with her last night at the sex shop. And she was like saying, I can't wait to dress up, do all these naughty things, blah, but then apparently she gets in and she doesn't want to do it. That's the only thing I'm confused about.
It's very confusing.
Says that, Steve is full of shit. And I'm like, pop off, Scott. Yes, pop off. Sandra then says that if anyone is here for the right reasons, it's Rebecca. She said that she had a lot of interviews with her and that she talked to her a lot. And she knows that Rebecca doesn't need money. Rebecca doesn't need profit. Rebecca doesn't need clout. Like, she thinks that if anyone is here for love, it would have been Rebecca, and she doesn't take too kindly to the fact that he did that. And Alessandra goes, so you're telling me that on her fantasy night, a night that is supposed to be about her, you don't just not do the task, you also accuse her of something like pretty fucked up. And like, you don't just not do the night, you completely obliterate the night. And I actually agree with that. Like, you didn't just not do the task. You stomped on it and squished it like a bug under your shoe.
Get to act out her fantasy and got none of the feeling desire, but then got a little judgment on why she's here. It doesn't sound very good for Rebecca, from what I'm hearing.
Last night wasn't good for either one of us.
Yes, but it was her night, so I'm concerned about how good it was for her.
Sandra challenges him on how he feels about Rebecca, because right now it's seeming like it's like definitely giving I'm not vibing energy. So she challenges him, how do you feel about Rebecca? And he just skirts around the issue like bad. And so, I mean, it's I hate that I say this in every episode, but it's literally word salad. It is major word salad. Like, he has no idea what he is even saying. Like, you can see the hamster on the wheel, like running, turning. It's like, it was painful to watch. And then when Alessandra says, hey, I think that you're skirting around this issue, Steve says, I'm sorry I'm not like you and don't have an earpiece in.
I don't have an earpiece in my ear. I'm not waiting for someone to tell me what to say.
I'm not waiting for anybody to tell me what to say.
Are you actually out of your mind? Like, he wants to get kicked off the show. Like, it never bodes well when you go for the experts. And even with this, like, she was very polite to him. But then she pops off quickly. She says, I'd be careful with you because I don't take too kindly to that. And I was like, ooh, Alessandra, I love a feminine, soft-spoken woman who gives these really soft threats.
Really tread lightly. I don't take to this well.
Oh, it's always so sexy. She goes, tread lightly. I don't take well to threats. Or like, no, she goes, tread lightly. I don't take well to this. I'm like, it's so, like, I was kind of getting turned on by Alessandra. I was like, oh my God, I want her to, like, dom me. Okay, so then we go to the convert fantasy task. And this is where the men are supposed to give the women, like, what they think that the women want. And I love this. I'm like, the women are being spoiled. I love that. It's so cute. It says Alyssa loves a clean home. So he decided he is going to clean the whole house and he is going to do it in his underwear. And I was like, wow, he looks so good. That's such a selfless thing to do. He could have picked a million things, but he picked acts of service. It was just so sweet. They're so cute. They are so freaking cute. We go to Steve, and Steve gets Rachel these beautiful flowers. He goes to the apartment she is staying in. He apologizes for not trying harder and not being, forthcoming sooner. And Rachel's really vulnerable, and she says that the main reason she left was because and acted the way she did was because she felt rejected. And I thought that was really like a vulnerable thing to do. And that was just, I thought, the way they communicated was nice. Now, they just keep deciding to try. Chris's is my favorite. His idea is my favorite. He sets up a spa day. And I don't even think he set it up in a way of like they're going to have the spa day together. Like, it seemed like he just wanted her to take a nice bubble bath with some face masks and some candles. It was really sweet. I think that would have been my favorite. I love a good skincare. I love a good bubble bath. And Brooke's like, you're suffocating me. And he's like, I'm just trying to do the task. And Brooke like kind of like leaves. Like she goes to the room. She's like, I don't want to do this. He sets it up for her. And I was really confused because I was like, you could have just gotten in the bath. Like he wasn't trying to get in the bath with her. Like you could have just shut the door and enjoyed the bath yourself. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not feeling it at the moment.
Brooke is starting to piss me off, you know, but she feels suffocated, and I felt bad for Chris in this. I did. In the fucking bath, you know, shut the door and get in the bath. It's fine. She was reading a book anyway, you know what I mean? Like, go read your book in the bath. Then we go to Luke and Mel. And because Luke and Mel aren't really on the same scale of everyone else right now, the experts just challenge them to look in each other's eyes for 3 minutes, and then she challenges them to hug for 3 minutes, and the hug was really sweet. It was. I don't know if anything romantic is going to come out of this, but it is really refreshing and really nice to see that giving people second chances isn't always the worst thing in the world. To Steve and Rachel has moved back into the apartment, and Steve's task is to kiss Rachel for 3 minutes. Steve says he cannot kiss her for 3 minutes. He says that feels really long, and I'm like, this dude is not in tune with foreplay if kissing for 3 minutes is too long. And Rachel's like, I'm good. I'm comfortable with whatever you're comfortable with. And he was like, I can kiss you, but I don't know about for 3 minutes. And I was just rolling my eyes, like, whatever. But they kiss, and she says he's a good kisser. I don't know. It looked really uncomfortable to me. It did. I hate to say it. It looked uncomfortable. But, you know, he tried. He tried. Part of me is like, maybe he's just insecure about himself, but he doesn't say that. Like, he just says it's Rachel. He's not feeling the spark with Rachel. And it just goes to prove that this experiment just doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Like, that 3% that it works for is luck. Really, it is. But it's still fun to watch. But he kisses her. He does. Then, dun, 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 it cuts to Brooke. And Brooke is left. She's just left out of nowhere. She said she couldn't do it. She wants to go back to Queensland. And, oh my fucking God. Chris is just there like, I've done this to myself. You know, he goes, I shouldn't have said the things I said in the beginning of the experiment. I feel like I've done this for myself. It does make me feel bad for Chris. It does. It makes me feel bad for Chris. I feel really... I hate to say it. I hate to feel bad for someone like Chris. I do, but she all right, well, Brooke is gone, guys, and that is my episode 11 maths recap. If you enjoyed these recaps, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment below if you understand why Brooke left and you think that Chris didn't deserve a second chance, or comment if you do think that he deserves a second chance. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.